Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Oh, I am slightly surprised I was able to actually stream today. Oh, my God. Work was crazy today. I go in, hear that there's a bunch of call-outs, so the morning was absolutely crazy, and then lunch was not any better because of those call-outs, so it was pretty rough today. I was actually worried I was going to have to stay for the evening as well, but luckily I was able to get out. Otherwise, I would have had to do like a 14 or 15 hour day, which, no thank you. I'm completely content with my 9. That's plenty enough for me. But yeah, what's up, guys? Today is kind of a birthday celebration stream. My birthday was yesterday, and I was just chilling yesterday with my friends. Played some board games and stuff like that, but today is going to be the pseudo celebration. We're going to be doing the Final Fantasy XIV normal raids for the first time, because that's the main other content I want to run, and I want to do it before the weekly reset, because there's probably going to be like a drop that I want from it. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm also I'm excited to see the Savage raids. Not sure if I'm gonna actually like run them though. I still need to finish up the first tier of Savage raids, because I'm almost done with them. I just need to finish up P4 with my group, which will take probably a few more weeks, hopefully. I definitely won't be doing them blind again. Doing them blind was pretty rough. Out of 10, I probably would do them with a guide if I did it again, because makes the progress feel a little quicker, because we've been running these raids for several months. It's a big oof. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and afterwards I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I could do a little bit of Xenoblade, but I feel like this is gonna take like 2 to 3 hours, so we wouldn't even really have that much time. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, if I just want to like do like a shorter stream, you know, stuff like that, or if I want to like switch over to something else. I did get Cult of the Lamb. I'm not exactly sure how long those runs are, but I'd be curious to give it a try. But yeah, besides that, we'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, I think I'm at the location where I can get to the raids, so I should be all set up to go. So yeah, let's get into it. So I gotta pause the music, swap the windows, and actually, like, I had to physically mute the game on my mixer. All right, we should be all good. I do need to. There we go. All right, everything's unmuted, so we should be all good to go. So this is the NPC we need to talk to, Claudian. Okay, that's a suspicious looking eye. Sorry. Aelith, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the Crystal's whispers, and I must say. So yeah, these are all like researchers that are researching, I believe a place called Pandemonium. Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well of your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Aelith. Being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid to... I've quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. Ahem. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for the deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions Themis and Eric Thonios was sufficient to restore order to the circle of Asphodelos, but a greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs. Its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This could only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Surprised Pikachu face. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out by only us, or will Aelith grace us with her protection? I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear, Ruslanod? Namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandemonium, where all this began. From what we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It'd be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. Surprised Pikachu face. You can't mean you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. Well, there he goes. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. Oops, there we go. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard, much as it spoke to only to you last time, but the professor has been able to capture its etherical yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seems to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Aelith, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There's something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to the shackles. If we know anything about the Ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Ah, brilliant! Delving into these records may shed a light on creatures Aelith is yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. Alright. And it's time to go to Elpis. Alright. So it looks like we're going straight to Elpis. Let's go talk to our friends. Or actually, we're talking to some random archivist. Oh my god, look at all those yellow quests. Oh my god, that's painful to look at. Yellow quests definitely don't give that much XP or anything like important features or anything, so I don't really do them. But it does pain me to see all of those. Alright. You seek the records of Pandemonium's creations. Master Themis has just finished pursuing this very same, or perusing. I should not be surprised we both arrived at the same conclusion. Oh, oops. Luckily, I saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Hey, Petrus, thank you very much for the resub. And thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. How you doing today, my dude? Hopefully you're having a good day. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Pretty standard, done some art stuff? Nice! I saw Sakura was playing the Octo expansion earlier. How was that? Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Erectonios' capacity to keep watch over Asmodeus while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And what kind of art stuff were you doing? And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Levels are difficult in that expansion, but rewarding. Oh, do I know about difficult? Internal screaming. Alright. Gotta go all the way on the other end of. How far did he make it? Also, look at this area. This area is so pretty. Not like Lingua Will of Chaos or Chaos difficult yet. Fair enough. But yeah. God, I love the environments in Elpis. It's so pretty. With just like all these colorful trees. It's got some nice rivers. All these like really cool floating islands. Waterfall that leads into the void. He's done 29 out of 80. That's pretty good. I'm surprised there's 80 levels. That's actually more than I expected. Oh, look how beautiful that little lake is. Yeah, what he said, yo, what's up, Sakura? How's it going? Let me grab this look-at point real quick. Nice. Got the sightseeing log. Now back to flying. So I need to talk with Themis again. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember these characters too well. It's been like good 6 months. You had a fun time at least, and also, wow, it's surprisingly difficult. You kind of like it. Fair enough. As I pondered through our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders that we encountered felt for La Habrea, which could be for good or ill. Hesperos and Erectonios were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looked to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they all have been drawn to him. There are many other aspects of the facility's particulars that I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the words of La Habrea. What is that, Erectonios? Oh, never mind. It's the La Habrea speaker. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation on Pandemonium and wish to know its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. So, to those who don't know Final Fantasy too much, basically, this raid tier, we are going into Pandemonium, which is like the final dungeon from Final Fantasy II. And in this game, it basically serves as like a prison that a bunch of monsters are being kept in, like failed experiments and stuff. The facility is overseen by the words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought to be a simple matter of convenience. Those creations were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot feel that the Academia Uniter would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, but ones that we asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When it was first built, circumstances weren't as they were now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. Pandemonium. Yo, what's up, Zelos? How you doing today? That is quite strange. And in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Doing well? Good to hear. Ready for some raiding? Heck yeah, you're joining me? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the Chief Keyword, and he has taken upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it'd be under La Habrea's authority, correct? Oh, he angry. I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords told me also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Though I admit, as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a keyword said it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That'll be all for my prying. Then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than necessary. I'm so ready to do this. All is well. A blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. So, I have no clue what any of the fights are going to be. I know the one that they showed in the live stream, but I am still completely blind. I am super excited to see what these become. I have a strange feeling we will not be fighting the Emperor, but it doesn't mean I do want to fight the Emperor. Are you really gonna do this to me? Are you really doing this to me? Why? Why would you do that? I was just trying to talk to that guy. You did that to yourself. Actually, is this my... Oh, I don't actually have the, I need to go back to a town and, glam up my, my whatever it's called, my staff. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and it would be remiss to leave Eriktonios at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Alright, sounds like we're going into Pandemonium. Pandemonium, we are back. Help our boy Aaron. Heck yeah. It's been a hot minute. What's he doing with that magic sigil? What is he doing? Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? Heh. There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unaware. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix. That monster is locked away. That it is, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Oh no! Not the Phoenix! Not P3! Oh my god. Alright. So, this guy is a familiar from like some mechanics that appear in the first tier, the third of the fourth raids. I've ran that raid, the Savage version. It is pain. It took me so long to clear that fight. It's insane. It was insanely hard at the time. I can do it pretty fine now, but it requires so much like precision from your entire team. And it's a lot of like, if somebody messes up, everybody dies. There's a lot of that in that fight. And especially because it can happen all the way at the end too. So it's like a 10 to 11 minute fight as well. So you have to make sure your team is on point for basically that entire time. It is rough. That it is, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitted form, if you must. But with control of Asphodelos wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there's no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last, you move to the keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, that's not good. What? As ever you are, you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. Lala bred with Phoenix all along, oh no. But you need not despair. Though dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. Ugh, there's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. Wish? Or what wish? Come, all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? No! Uninvited guests to join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Get away from our boy! Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. Today we are wearing our white girl drip. By the way, we're not wearing the heavy winter outfit. I decided to change it up. So, these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. I literally just drank some water, and then you're making me hydrate again. I can't believe you, Zelos. By the way, Zelos, I have a question. How long do you think the raids are going to take? Because I'm not exactly sure how much stream time this will take up. Definitely not as much time as the main story. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this, but there is one person who can hold thrall over familiar creation and keyword alike. Money. Mass of the Father. He'll take an hour or two. All right, sounds good. Also, hi, Anne. Fights are like 12 minutes with no wipes. How you doing today, Anne? Tired? Understandable. I'm actually doing okay. I had some food. I actually had like an early dinner before stream today, so I'm like, I actually have energy, which is nice. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind the chaos from the start. There's logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation in the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. God, there's sometimes reading some of these words is difficult. They twist my tongue in so many ways. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not be done by the La Habrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he's capable of this? Time to see our boy Lala Bread. My boy's talking in ancient poem language. Oh yes. Lala Bread can definitely do a lot of stuff. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples, if it brings his goals closer in reach. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Though we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtains on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting me. to behold. We must move forward with no excess of caution. Baja Brea, or whoever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords will greet us with open arms. Agreed, let's make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric Tonios' side, in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Of course. Oh. Time for us to go kill some bosses. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even if we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does again come to battle, the keyword magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Ooh, we get some magics. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, let's do this! The Abyssos, the 5th circle, is now accessible. Alright. Does anybody want to join? I see a Bruno Palas and a Karajar Garl online. I will invite you both. Y'all ready for this? Because I sure am, kinda sorta. Abyssos, the 5th circle. Alright, sounds like you're both ready. Let's queue up. Probably shouldn't take too long because this is new content. Oh, sorry, I just want to update the stream tags a little bit. This isn't hard mode. This is normal mode. Alright, let's do this. Nice and quick. Alright, I have no clue what this boss is going to be. Don't forget to roll for stuff because weekly reset is tomorrow. Yep, that's exactly why I'm doing them today. It's always that healer. Look at all the cages. What a lovely environment to be working in, wouldn't you say? Alright, let's do this. First new raid in like 6 or 7 months. Seems like the spell is... Oh! 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 Okay. We all just got zooped out of there. Oh, wait, yo? Oh, yeah! Oh, this song is already so much better than the first tier. Oh, yes! Proto Carbuncle, what the heck is this thing? What the heck? Alright, let's call the gang. Alright, let's do this. I'm assuming nobody's gonna do a countdown. I'm assuming it's just gonna be... Alright, we got a few people still viewing the cutscene. Alright. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Thank you, Zelos. Oh, God, this song is so much better. I forgot to have to keep food. Oh well, we should be fine. Searing Ray. It's probably gonna be, yup. Alright, get back in my ley line. Ruby Glove. Is that gonna be a raid wide? Yeah, raid wide. Wait, what? Okay, so we split off the area into 2 zones. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, I see. So it picks one side, and I guess it like magnifies all the energy in there. One second, I'm just gonna lower the volume for you guys. That's probably a little bit loud. All right, Topaz stones. Okay. People are standing over here, so I'm assuming do they explode bigger? Ruby Glow, that's another raid wide. Alright. So I guess we go to the one where there aren't any. Yep, they just get magnified, they explode. Sonic Howl? What's that? That's just a slightly heavier raid wide. Searing Ray again. Crunch, another tank buster. You're really like throwing out these raid wides. Alright, he's Angie. Acidic Slaver? I can't even target him. Oh, I'm down to the count. Oh, is he transitioning? Oh, he's breaking the cage. Oh, is he trying to get out? Yo, this is sick. Oh, we're going to a new arena. Oh, that was gross. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna have to reset. I'm gonna have to like start up my rotation all over. Alright, so another raid wide. Alright, I'm gonna place it in my ley lines in between. Unfortunate. Alright, at least got back in my ley line. Alright. Got some good damage off. I'm getting the Astro buff. Let's go. What's the Venom Squall? Hey, I didn't have to move. Wide damage. Alright, I gotta use my get my free Xenoboss stack. So do that, stuff with that, get that extra buff. Paradox, use the stack up. Everybody's over here. Oh, are these spreading? Oh, so that one explodes and the rest spread out before they explode? Alright, okay, so this is where he's planning on going. Okay. Alright, so he's going to the one left of me first. And that's where we're going. Alright. Alright, we're almost there. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? Topaz Cluster. Oh, okay. I see. I see how this is gonna work. Alright, so they just explode with a bit of a delay. Ah, no! Put down my ley lines! We should still be fine, though. We're at least getting some uptime with it. Alright, what are you doing? Topaz stone. Oh, is this gonna be like the exploded, the expanding thing? Oh, I see. Can we swap over? While staying out of the zone. Okay. I can see how this is gonna be a wild first Savage. I kind of like the mechanics, even though it's gonna force me to move, which is always pain for me. Alright. We're almost there. Alright, we go here, wait for the... Actually, oh, go over here, this one's safe. I'm just gonna stand over here. And we got it. Yeah! First fight done! What's up, Eric? Yeah, Themis gives Eric the energy so he can actually, like, contain them. Does it turn into a baby carbuncle? No, it just turns into a little orb. Yeah, it's basically a dog. All right, that's one down. All right, time to knead on everything. Yo, no, the orchestration roll, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, the music was so good, though. I'm not gonna get it, though. Cry. Oh yeah, I forgot how this works, so I just get like one piece of like whatever. I totally forgot to like actually pick and choose. I guess it doesn't matter in the end because I need all of it. What item level is the raid, the normal raid gear? 620? It's it's also 610? Alright, well I have the 610 crafted, so. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Eriktonios and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Oh, there he is! It's Lala Bread! In the flesh! Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long, but I believe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you. I can't believe it's him. Ooh, do we be sassy? I'm all too familiar, Paragon. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No. I am Lahabrea of the Convocation 14. If you are truly who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. So what are you doing here, Lalabread? Oh! What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to aether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin aether, in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. So, basically, while we are in Elpis, we are like a familiar. So basically, like our form is like a lot like thinner in aether, which is like, you know, like the energy of the realm. So basically, we didn't trigger it. I would advise you think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Erictonius' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Now it's because you're sundered? Oh, really? I thought it was because, we were like a familiar. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Mother, you would dare hide behind her name? They just called me a familiar. Everyone just thinks we are. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Listen well, Erictonius. We are of the same mind considering your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Erictonius, wait. There is a question I must needs ask first. If you are truly Lahabrea, then why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The Lahabrea that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its denigration. Oh? Is he able to get out of the spell? Lalabread messed up. Themis is just cool, is all good now. You sully a station with this farce. So it's not Lalabread? Themis, what are you saying? Lahabrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Lahabrea would never call me by the name Themis. Yo, frame. Yo? 2 Lalabreads? What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Elidibus? Imposter! You have no right to claim that form, that mask. Oh, gods. What? Who? Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of Lahabrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Erictonios, listen well. I am Hephaestos? Close enough. Hephaestos. And it is I whom you should call father. Yo? Erictonios has 2 dads? What in the name of creation? Yo, I feel that. What the heck is going on? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return safely so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. He just looks, his mind just looks, he just looks messed up. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the Convocation and emissary of their will. I can't believe it, he was Elidibus this whole time. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. Whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. Elidibus is scheming around. La Habrea is scheming around. This new guy is scheming around. Everybody's scheming except Eriktonios, who's like, I just want to do my job. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time, but first let me assure you my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak it there. Please, help him. Save him. Okay. Alright. As you are aware by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friends Azim and I detected irregularities in pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, and I shall save that story for later. First now, I would like to speak to you, my friend. Zelos, stop whispering from the sewers. Zelos, what are you doing? Although neither Azim or I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to herself was out there and used Azim to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Yo, what's up, Shakib? How you doing today? Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Venat, who held the position of Azim previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. Big chillin'? Nice. She, too, now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware, though I was, of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe that you would never leave me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Ooh, what do we want? I'll take some termination. Eriktonios is resolutely avoiding his father's eye. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea. Truth be told, I hope we'd never see each other again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I could ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he spitting on the image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you only now just found out that such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? Huh. I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azim and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation for a time that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another masquerade as one of the convocation. Not without a good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of reckless experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems that the time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. Love the reveal that's La Habrea's Greek god name. Oh god, this is so confusing. So like La Habrea is like there's like two La Habreas. There's La Habrea, and then there's La Habrea with all like the negative emotions. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? There's La Habrea and evil half La Habrea. His words were but ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. Yo, we're blowing the place up? Let's go! What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? 'Tis a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that we would choose the annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet as you see by Erichtonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azab and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And yet you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring no matter what the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you even taken a moment to consider another path? No. You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Aelith has stood against. Aelith, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? We're just like maybe a 14th of what you are. She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would like to hear your opinion, Aelith. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon the circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up saving the others. We're the main character. We gotta do the good thing, right? Unless if it's a funny answer. Agreed. We still know nothing about Hephaestus. And I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelos. We must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I haven't. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the Emissary, judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. Surprise Pikachu face. What are you gonna choose? We have 3 more raids to do. I, as Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits in both destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and yet neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Aelith fight and Eriktonios' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and then only decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. He's growing up. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Aelith, come find me when you're finished. Eriktonios is incredibly frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Eric is a sad boy. Thank you, Petros. I appreciate it. I appreciate the hydration. Playing Final Fantasy XIV is a lot of talking. Hey, this is kind of similar to where the first circle was. You okay, Eriktonios? So much unvoiced dialogue? Yeah. Only the main story is voiced. And all the other dialogue is unvoiced. Even the important quests. You do have my gratitude. Ill-fit as I am to show it at this moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they have remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see the facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet to untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. I can't believe we're getting involved in family issues. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It's almost if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Aelith? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others, or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. That is very true. My boy Thancred. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Habrea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. Yeah, we had to kick his ass. But is it plain to... There's much to consider. Thank you, Aelith. It is easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that is to regain control of Abyssos. As loath I am to admit it, he would know more about the depths than any of us, seeing how we require every advantage we can afford. Would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and that may deign to help you at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Now we go talk to another person. Let's go. MMOs, baby. You know how it is. I am glad that I didn't stream all of 6.0. Oh my god, I can't imagine how dead my voice would be if I streamed the entire patches. Or the entire base game. That'd be insane. Eratonios appears to have deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me that you share some relation to Azim. It's also funny to realize Eric is probably really young considering how short he is compared to Lalabred. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they live. I'm pretty sure the Unsundered, they live pretty long. So yeah, he's probably pretty young in the grand scheme of things. I think they live long, right? Your unusual aether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen. Yet even among countless concepts I have observed, to think I would encounter. Realistically, they live forever. Yeah, okay. So, he's like young, but maybe he's like 500 years old. Smile. To think I would encounter an existence. They just decide to die at a certain point. They're like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna flip the switch off. See you later. They're like jellyfish. They don't necessarily have to die. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Azim never ceases to surprise. The previous Azim was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This has made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emet says much the same. I trust that you shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify your little excursion. It matters little, however, only your deeds can speak for you now. If you wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it, although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword is reaches far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they've been transferred into deeper circles. Yet Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Though her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I sense those qualities are within her still, there's something else at work. We're just fighting a researcher next? If I had to hazard a guess, it would say that she's already been twisted into Hemetheos, doubtless against her will. Aelith, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate. Hesperos 2, the sequel. Nah, the squeakquel, my dude. If we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Eratonios. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Those two. Oh god, this is hilarious. They have such issues with each other. It's great. Alright, I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab some water, and then we will continue with the sixth circle, okay? I will be back soon. Alright, everybody, I am back. I apologize for that. Okay. So, is anybody else joining us? Let me just check my friends list. Let's see, anybody else online? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Zelos, Ann, are you both ready to go? Once I get the ready check from you guys, we'll get started. Alright, sounds good. Queue up for the sixth circle. And that was instant. Let's go. Alright, looks like we got a square arena. Interesting. Alright, we got the boys. Yeah, they don't look normal anymore, that's for sure. What? Oh no! Squares! Oh no! Wait, this music is different. All right, let's see what you got here. All right. Probably gonna start with like a raid wide or something. Etheric polyominoid. Alright. So it looks like it blows up certain squares. Oh, so this is like a lyric version. Chorus? I think so. Oh, well, I got lucky that he didn't need to move. Let's go. Well, that made it nice and easy. Alright, looks like it's on the sides again. Right, use up one of my stacks so I don't overcap. Metheos' Dark Core. That's the... Oh! Dancer? You all right there? What's going on? Autoglossum? This will take control of me once an effect expires? Oh! So we gotta look out, probably? Alright. Okay, I get that. Alright, 2 tank busters. I'm kind of vibing with the lyrics. Alright. That's pretty oh yeah, that's pretty forgiving. So now it does those cleaves plus the squares. Oh no! Oh no! The dreaded spin! Ah, I tried to cheat it. I just... No! That's fine. I didn't get punished too much, luckily. The bleed isn't too bad. I tried to go around it and try to cheat it. Alright, I kind of understand this now. So, when the thing expires, I'm assuming everybody has different timers. Point mine out. Nobody gets hit by my thing. Sick. Alright, we're almost halfway there. I can't believe the dancer didn't give me dance partner. I'm crying. Oh, so those are swapping. So, theoretically, it should be good here. Yeah, let's go. Ethereal Exchange. What's that gonna do? What would be the nature of the next action to be executed? Oh, dude, that's so confusing. No, our dancer! Alright, so they're messing with the next whatever shows up. I think I'm actually safe where I am. Oh, shoot. I'm getting hit by that, unfortunately. Well, I'm getting hit. This is what it is. Alright, so with that one, you need to figure out exactly where to start. Oh, I want to stay away from that tank buster. Another raid wide. I'm surprised. I need to hit with a stack that you don't get a stack of bones for getting hit by that cone. All right, so I got the longer timer. Oh shit! I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I was literally instant casting a spell and it turned me around. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anybody got hit by it, but I feel bad. Messed up. No. I keep running out of my Thunder 3 proc, just barely. It's happened like twice this fight. I feel like a dumb. Alright. Spare off. Oh, why does my despair never crit? I'm trying. I want to see the big number. That's a big number. That's a big number. I kind of like these mechanics. These are kind of cool. I'm scared what they'll do in the Savage raids, though. Like, I'm very scared to see what they do. Cast a spell! I messed up! Alright, we're still good. Alright, you done? You done? Okay. Alright, we did it. That was cool. And they're on the ground. Goodbye. What's up, gang? Do the thing. Go to jail. That's your favorite of the four? You love that fight? Can't wait for Savage to destroy you? It definitely, okay, Zelos. I am scared that's gonna be a Cloud of Darkness kind of thing. What did he do? Well, I apparently got something. I don't know exactly what I got. I got... I obtained a ring. Okay. We've won. The keyword is sealed and alive this time. Mahabrea cannot deny us now. Alright, time for the next one. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. But, moreover, this being, Aether is thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Prometheus, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue? As for that, there would be one among you whose very presence put the others at risk. 'Twould be best to proceed without him, for the failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. Dang. That was mean. As long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can appraise his companions. That's something that Aelith and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before the path that lies close to us. Tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost would be far too great. And I admit, I wish to know what he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. You must leave this place at once. Do not set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable. That much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live. And I should not allow this talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle. This is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You could not be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even if he were to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eratonios. I've already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. Was that foolish braying about saving them merely a performance to hide your child's devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You would call me a fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition, for the sake of the star, no doubt. Ugh, I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. I know who'd follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so, and this voice will guide me to you. Oh, he lost it. Oh. No, listen not, Eriktonios. Apologies, you taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I can never grasp the rudder. Well, there goes him. Rip. Quest accepted! Yay! I feel that. Hephaestus is cunning, despite his warped mind. Whatever took a hold of Eriktonios, it made short work of his reason. For the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eriktonios himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is a measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with the sparrows. Doubtless, Hephaestus' magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? Sure, I did. As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eriktonios, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas. The warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Eriktonios past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew it. And now I dread to think the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There's still time yet to save him. We can easily gain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold to which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Eriktonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. Ah, Brea. Pray tell us all you know of what we shall find in Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartaros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus is laid trapped in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of escaping, of surviving far past the threshold. Ah, that is I expect where Aethys shall shine. Her dissolute aether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what ends Hephaestus would use Eriktonios. If you would know, I would ask you to enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eriktonios' feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friends and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? Damn, digging deep. I do acknowledge it. I wish to only spare those that feel it still greater pain. So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child? Gotta be a little sassy. How dare you? No. No, you are right. The blame for Erictonius' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Slap the lala bread. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Eidythus. She has served Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would be the end of his experiments. He has her hidden in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your aether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Eidythus. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground to which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Eidythus' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemon. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what mercy the underworld would be to her. Damn. That sucks. Alright. Into the 7th circle. Alright. Let's go. I am sorry for all the yawning. Oh my god. Alright. Gonna blow my nose real quick. Alright, everybody's ready? Cool, cool. I'll cue us up. Apologize for that. The Indian food is catching up to me. Whew. So much talking, oh my god. Alright, looks like we are searching for just another tank and then we'll be good to go. See, the nice thing is since this is like current content and it's week 1, queues pop fast. Alright, let's see what we got here. See, I am kind of surprised though, like no big references. Like this place is literally called Pandemonium and there's been absolutely no references to Final Fantasy II. As far as I know, at least. This area looks, this arena looks really nice. Oh, what the? What the heck did they do to her? That's messed up. Bro, what the heck? Oh, that's not terrifying at all. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're just going into it. Got it. Alright, so cool. This is a full boss ring. This is a full boss ring. Doesn't matter to me, but... Bow of Apatis. Alright. Theos is holy. This is my vessel. There we go. Oh, donut. Oh, no. Okay, they made it in. Go of Attis. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, I think I could. Ah, shit. Ah! I was at least able to ethereal manipulate to somebody. Oh, they got. I'm probably gonna take some big damage. Ah, that sucks. I didn't get a chance to move far enough. Oof. Alright. We're at least going again. This is a very interesting arena. Alright, so that's like an AoE with a bleed. Forbidden fruit? Sent groups of Aether. Where would they make spawn? Oh. Oh, no, I got hit. I'm actually safe here. Not that person, though. Alright, what's going on now? Oh shit! I'm taking that. Woo! I just barely lived. Oh, that was scary. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I could have stayed in my ley lines. Oh god, this is hard. It's a lot more. This is definitely a lot more brain. Requires a lot more brain power. Oh, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Thank God. Alright, what's going on now? Alright, what are you doing now? Alright. Which one is this? Alright, so it's the bird. Ah, shit. I'm gonna take one of those. Oh, it sucks. Took me too long to acknowledge where I needed to go. How how nice they are with letting you know, letting the tanks know how big their tank cluster is.
Oh, that's a little spooky. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Expedient. Ah, no! Ah, he can't swing my cast! Keeps doing AoE. I'm gonna immediately regret placing down my ley lines, aren't I? Nah, fuck that. K-Bead, first time I saw the mechanic. Let's go. Oh, shit. Alright, good. Goodbye, Red Mage. Woo! Almost dropped my cap. Or almost dropped the Nokia. That would have been bad. Arrows going off, it's fine. So layer 3. What are you doing? Alright. Alright, so we're probably gonna be looping. Keep getting clipped by a lot of things, just trying to be greedy. Hello, that's a little bit early, wouldn't you say? Alright, what are these? Drifted my cast a little bit. Ah, shoot. No! My ley lines! We're all good though. That one was a lot of moving. That one hurt. I took so many volt stacks. Oh, game froze. Oh. Oh, there we go. Tree beating the hell out of us. Dude, I am genuinely scared for that as the savage version of that. I am
very scared of that one. Wait, I got 2 player comms? I got 2 player comms as a black mage? Let's go? The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of ether and pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts to which that we could quickly convey ourselves. 'Twas almost as if we were ushered here. The space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, even then with great difficulty. Ergo... Hello! We killed you. If only I could restore Tartaros to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master Lahabrea. Likewise, keyword Agdistis. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestos' spells, even diminished as you were. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus, I am able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestos' command, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. I even managed to speak to the outside world. That report, it was you. Doubtless you recognized my voice from the many times I've called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose than simply saying my farewells. There's something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master Lahabrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestos' fixation on Eriktonios. No longer can you hide your heart away. Alright. What do we get to see? Oh, okay. Hephaestos. No, the mask marks him as Lahabrea. Master Lahabrea brought the end to Lady Athena's life, and sealed a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestos. These are my recollections of the moments following. And to truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eriktonios. My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. Would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Eriktonios still believes that he feels love, but he's shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, but shall inevitably lead them to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than knowledge that Athena brought his body and soul, mere tools, to be used and discarded. Even if I were to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek to reason to believe me that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. Yo, Lahabrea took the fall? So Athena was plotting something? Is that what was going on? Eriktonios loved his mother more than life itself, and yet what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I should leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Eriktonios, I hope. Thank you, Aegisthus. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Goodbye, Aegisthus. You were a pretty mean tree. But you were kind of a nice person, I guess. Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. All right. Aegisthus was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, I am glad that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. All right. One final wish. Last one, baby. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I could ever. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her process. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be a most pliable test subject. That's messed up. Now I see why you hide the truth from him. I cannot see with certainty that Eriktonios could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemithoi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eriktonios to safety, in accordance with Aegisthus' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There's but one place for him left to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. La Habrea, I would ask you assume the duty of summoning Aelus's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There's no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then you have no intent to seal him away as before? The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I will not see the events play out again, so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Alright, the final raid. Let's do this. Oh, God. I had a coffee at like 1 o'clock. Why am I so tired? Just finishing a fate? Alright, sounds good. Well, just let me know when you're ready. Whew. This has been one heck of a ride. I'm glad I was able to get this done before the reset, so I can at least get the extra loot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this stuff on Black Mage gear or if I use it on other classes, because I do have the 610 crafted gear. It's just maybe there's some pieces that are better for my build. Part of me wants to try doing a crit build, so I've run spell speed, but I kind of want to try crit just because that's where you get the biggest numbers. I'm not sure what I want to do. I mean, it's still early in the cycle of the patch, so I don't need to worry that much. I need caffeine so badly, but it's like 6 o'clock. I can't have caffeine this late. All right, let's go. Nice and quick. All right, so are we fighting Hephaestus? Spell speed is comfy on Black Mage, but crit does have the biggest numbers. Excuses? Excuses for what? Caffeine 24/7? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Also, like, that requires me to, like, go get caffeine. Which I don't want to get right now. I could use, like, a small, like, snack, though. Okay, I'll get a small little snack, though. Hello, Erictonios. How you doing? You don't look good. Oh, there he is.
Erictonios is mine.
Voice acting.
Soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Interesting. Perfect imperfection. Wait, the music though? Your summons are red. It's because La Brea is helping us. All right, let's do this.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Oh my god, voice acting, finally. I really wish they put more voice acting in the normal raids, because the normal raids are important to the story.
From fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight.
Alright.
Leave no
Ow.
ash in your wake. And sink sorrow into your heart.
Alright. Alright, there's clearly markers on the arena that denote like the 9 squares. So this arena is divided into 9s and divided into 16s. Those are gonna play a big part of for the fight.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Oh, he's got a big arm. Oh, he's got a lot of space. Alright, what's he doing? Alright, those are don't look. Oh, shit. Alright, everybody else got it. Thermos. fires. Alright, let's get in the middle.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Ah, no! My Enochian!
Fulgent flame my servants rise.
Ah! Come on, let me get in my ley lines! You stupid boss!
Shall see my wish fulfilled.
Oh god. He morphed again.
You will know my rage.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I popped it way too early. Oh. Doesn't even help, actually. Good to know that knockback immunity would not have helped. Rearing Rampage? Oh, okay, that didn't actually, hit behind. I thought that was gonna hit behind.
Sheer flesh from bone.
Alright. Definitely gonna have mini phases in the Savage. Alright. Dividing the arena. Oh. I see. Alright, I'm good in the center. Press the funny despair button. Ooh.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
I'm gonna regret putting down my ley lines, as I always tend to.
You are prey to be consumed.
Fine for the moment. Oh shit. Alright, so we could have done it in the middle, or he could have done the sides. Whatever. It's not as efficient, but you know, it gets the job done.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Oh god, this is so hard. Oh, I'm so scared. Imagining this on Savage.
Out of my sight.
I do think that I do like these fights a lot better than the last tier. These are, yes, they are more painful for me, I would say overall, but I like what they do. I like the mechanics. No matter how much it hurts my soul.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
Alright, we're almost there. We just got another mini phase of this.
You will know my rage.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. Why not?
For a god.
I'm gonna lose my Enochian, please! No! It was not worth it, Zelos. It was not worth it. I dropped Enochian. That's a crime worse than death.
But I should go away. A fitting death.
At least I have enough instant cast to finish the fight. Alright. And that's the fight's done. Goodbye! So I was worth of animation. Hey, fair enough. The business is complete. Nice, I rolled a 7. Crying. What'd I get? Oh, I got 2 armors, that's good. You two are just... You two. A chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it, leaving no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. What's he doing? Even a cast-off would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfilled Athena's ambition and bring Erichtonius' dream to life. You speak as if you dare wait for the boy? Why do you then cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if I meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erichtonius, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Eratonios, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interests, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In that service I vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are not by the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, no, then who? How do I... Trust in Lala Bread. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever? And La Habrea, I will have my say. Can't believe Lala Bread's good now. Let's go? Let's go, Eric? How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Aelith's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. Yo, he's got power now? Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go, Eric. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. Oh, let's power them up a little bit. Worthless, you. He's getting double chained. He's going to super jail. Oh, he got turned into a stone? Oh, he's tired. It appears my failures have borne fruit at all, after all. You did well, son. He acted like a father for a second. With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return to Eratonios above. That he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of internment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Truth imperfect. La Habrea is looking at Eratonios with concern. This looks like the last one. He's just like dying on the floor. Nope, he's all good. Kinda, sorta. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing it appears your body is none the worse for wear. Oh, what's up, Themis? I made it the way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the forces assailing Pandemonium Bearers are ceased. Are we rid of them for good and all? I see. Despite his muddled senses, Eriktonios felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habreo, how is it that you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was not but parts of my memory and soul that I cut out, a mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of the tale of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would like to hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Lore time! Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Wards of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research that she that it was not unheard of her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was endless research that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Wards of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we had ever imagined. Though it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something more. I take it I was born not soon after. The silence. So funny. Just so. I believe she bore true affection for me, and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experience she could devise. And then you found out what she was doing. You killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Aegisthus to keep watch from Tartarus' vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. Oh boy, time for some memories. Is that me? You are well aware that, out of respect of our neighbors in Elpis, the resources of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, even though you yourself has not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known that you could not conceal from this in Aegisthus forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Eriktonios, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist? Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. Feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you do not deign to descend your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Brea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserve one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we... Oh, wait, what? Why didn't they let me finish? So let's see. And we shall know one another more deeply than ever before. Impossible, you bonded your souls? Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything, to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become the memory in mind. And I thee. What the heck? Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. You ever just merge with your wife? No. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might take aside the memory, the deceit of desire remains, and when it takes root, you shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. Oh, so that's why he separated himself. 'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today, I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today, I renounce all that I was and live only as La Habrea. You ever just, like, remove half of the red marker on your face? Merge with wife once, becomes traumatized, rips half of his soul off. What a lad, Lala Bread. Indeed he was. Thus I did forsake part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. I never did think I would one day face again those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igiorum and Emet Selk in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? To think one day to make use of the knowledge it contained. I will not deny such considerations played in my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated a resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing a duty as a husband and a father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was to not raise himself high, he only thought of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We have shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? He did promise. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I've said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know upholds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. This is a father-son moment right here. Bruh, that was just accepting the quest? Oh my god, there's still more? I've heard enough. There's more that I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. I'm ready to, there's a bit of an epilogue. I'm done though. Jeez. Oh my god, it's just so much talking in between. It's just a lot. I owe you an apology, Aelith. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chose to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, I would have never known La Habrea's story, my father's story. 'Twas a tale I was too fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much this she foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there's work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore the place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartarus, we should be able to reverse the changes made to the bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. This is well, but yet I must learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake is never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. Yet there is the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw one containing Hephaestus' aether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There's another? Yeah, let's show him our crystal. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, will be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azim was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? The threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. The task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more from you. Return at your leisure and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey, or if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. Heck yeah. This talk of journey smacks of Azim. As well it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Alright, we are going back to Aporia. Whew! This has been a lot of story. Well, that was useful. Arthetis and Aelith, excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian, commissioned for the search, was lost some time ago. Now we have lost track where he might be. To make matters worse, Namiji, has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the Ethereal Sea. I was just on my way to the Aegis-scope. In fact, you must come with me. What's going on? Oh, there's jails. There's cells. Oh no. That's the castle I know and love. What is that? Is it real? Ding. Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh, yo, it's Fortunat. And you two, Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it. As you arrive before me, I take it you are involved with this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. Pandemonium is crossing over into our world. Explain. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Aziz's Law, but we know not whether he ever reached its destination. A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We had no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the Ethereal Sea, Pandemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled to minimize panic. We should gather those knowledge of the Ethereal Sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submitted detailed reports to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answered. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Alright, there we go. Just when we need him most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with the scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Do the creations within do the same? What are the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortunato asked and write that report. As for you, Aelith, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow, and then next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Woo! We've done it! Normal raids are done. So let's see, we got 1 sword piece, which I get 1 a week. I got 2 armor pieces and 1 ring piece. Not bad. But yeah, honestly, that went about 3 hours. That was longer than I expected. So I think I'm just gonna call it a bit early today. I don't feel like switching over to like an hour's worth of Xenoblade's really worth it at all. Plus I'm just tired from the day at work. It was very stressful and stuff. So I'm gonna call it here for today. Tomorrow we will be back on that Xenoblade grind. We're getting closer to being able to actually do main story again, so please look forward to that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.